Hi Stampers, this is Cheryl from stardust.stampinup.net, and I just want to share with you one of my Throwback Thursday cards. Every stamp set that I used on here has already been retired, and let's go ahead and get started and I will share with you which ones they are. This is the Pocket Fun. Hopefully there's not too much of a glare. And I will be using, of course, the pocket and a little Froggy. And then this is the, let's see here, this is Speckles. And I'll be using the little butterflies on there. And then from the All Year Cheer number 2, I'll be using Thank You Very Much. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, our piece of paper that I chose was, this isn't retired, this is actually an in color. This is Strawberry Slush, and it's just an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper cut in half, and then the long way, and then I scored it so that we can fold it in half again. Now on this sheet of paper, I will go ahead and use the Strawberry Slush. And I should have grabbed my bone folder. I don't have it with me. It works so much better to keep that closed down. But I will use the little butterflies and just randomly just stamp some little butterflies all the way around here. I'll turn my stamp as I go. There we go. Okay, then with Daffodil Delight, I used the textured plates that Stampin' Up! Used to sell, and it just runs through your Big Shot, and I went ahead and ran that through, and I used the, it's called Large Dots. I don't know if you can see that or not. They're really light textured on there, and I like these. I like the regular texture plates as well, or embossing folders, excuse me. But I like these also just because it gives it a little bit less of a, I guess, an impression. What I'm trying to spit out there. Okay, so that will go next. Then with chocolate chip, I will go ahead and stamp on Certainly Celery. Of course, this one is retired. Let's see. Maybe I'll just stamp right here. And then use the small little decorative label punch. I believe is what we call this one. Pop that one out, punch that one out. Then using also the chocolate chip, I'll just sponge a little bit of color around it. There we go. Oh, and also with the chocolate chip, I will stamp on, let's see, this color that I'm going to stamp on is actually the artichoke, but the color that I used on this one is Old Olive, and I can't find my Froggy. There he is. He's hopping away from me. So we will just stamp him. I'm going to stamp him at the top of this paper simply because when I cut him out, I like to have a little bit of body, and it takes me a long time to cut him out, so to save time I went ahead and did that. And this is what I mean, I just wanted to make sure and stamp it up above here so that I can cut out a little bit of body to tuck him in, because if I cut him off right there, that's going to be really hard to glue him onto our project. Okay, and then using Designer Series paper, I picked out Old Navy, I believe. I gotta look and see what color I picked out. Oh, Night of Navy, not Old Navy. And with the Stays On craft ink, I went ahead and already stamped the pocket. So we will go ahead and cut this out. I went ahead and did it ahead of time simply because it does take a little while for it to dry. There we go. The Stays On craft ink, so nice. Okay, now we'll just get busy here and start putting our card together. So with this snail, I'll just stick some adhesive right on the back of the Daffodil Delight. Oops! Whoa, before I do that, I need to... I almost forgot to put on my... Oops, there we go, baker's twine. There we go. I'll just run probably about 3. I like to just take a piece of tape and just stick that right on there, just to make sure. Even though there is the sticky or adhesive on there, I just like to make sure it's going to stay. There, now we can stick this on here. Actually, maybe I'll move these around a little bit. Okay, now to the center of this, I'm just gonna take an itty bitty little bit here and just bunch it together. There we go. Now using 2 dimensionals, I will just stick this right over the top of the baker's twine. Oops, I didn't cut this one small enough. Here we go. Okay, now where'd our little froggy go? Oh, here he is. See, he's trying to hop away from me again. I apologize for the water sounding in the background. I'm in the basement of our house and I have kids upstairs taking showers, and for some reason it's really loud tonight. Okay, so with this, now I'll just go ahead and get some more dimensionals. Just pop them on the back here. Even one on the back of our little froggy's head. There we go. Okay. There you have it. If you have any questions or would like to see more of my Throwback Thursday cards, you can head on over to my blogspot at starduststamper.blogspot.com, or you can head on over to stardust.stampinup.net and pick up all your Stampin' supplies. Thanks.